Hey everyone, it's Charles from Orbis. Very excited to do this video today where I will present you the OrbisDB Studio. So it's our hosted service for you to start your journey very easily. So we have an instance ready to play with. It's going to be a shared instance, so you will have a specific slots for your project into this instance. The infrastructure is managed by us. And it's a good way for you to try to test to see the efficiency of our platform and then migrate to your own instance. So for this video, I really want to do the full journey from the onboarding, creating your tables, starting to upload a bit of data, and also combining multiple plugins together. It's really the secret sauce of our platform as well. So let's start with the first step. You will arrive here and you just need to create your accounts, your admin accounts with your MetaMask wallets. So here it is. As soon as you create your account, you will see a first context. The context is basically the projects that you have. You can create as many contexts, you can create subcontexts. It's basically a way to orchestrate your different data in different buckets. And so you have a bunch of information here that are very important to combine it with the SDK, but for now we will just play with the studio. You have a plugin store, so basically the ability of combining Web3 protocols very easily, just few clicks. We'll go through them in a minute, but at least you know that there is a store here. And you have a data section, so basically where you visualize your data, and right now it's empty, there is no tables. So really the first step is to create your first model. So let's say I create my first model, v3, and here I will add a bunch of properties. You can choose from strings to date time to boolean, numbers, whatever the properties that you want. If you want more complexity or more granularity, you can basically do it with the SDK. But let me first create the model. I will add a bunch of properties here, and let's come back. Okay, so now you can see like I have a few properties, different parameters, and then I can create my model. Okay, so now the model ID is here. Try to copy paste somewhere, but basically if you go back to your tables, you will see a new table that has been created. It's my first model v3, the one that we just created, and it's empty. Obviously there is no data there. So this is the first step. Now let's play with the plugins in order to add data there. So we'll play with a bunch of plugins today. So first we will use the CSV uploader in order to add a bunch of local data. And we will also combine it with two other plugins, the ENS Domain one and the Gitcoin Passport one as well. So the first one is basically we want to convert a wallet address into an ENS domain. And the second one is see if those wallets already have a Gitcoin score, passport score, that could also help us see if they are more likely a bot or more likely a human. So first step, basically we will create a context. The context is just to categorize and structure the project. So let's say my first project. Okay, so now I saved the information here. I'm going back to the context. Again, I assign this plugin to my context. I select the option of, so I don't want to gate this time. I want to add passport score to every streams that will be created in this context. And the field, again, I want to compare the score with the address in my documents. So let's go. Boom. So now we have the ENS activated, the Gitcoin Passport activated as well. Let's upload a bunch of data and see what happens. So a CSV uploader, I just need to install it, choosing the context again. I think you understand now the process. And I want to use a model. So it's either I'm creating a new model, but we already created it, so we will use this time. Okay, so now we have saved the information to the model ID, and now we expose some routes in order to operate other actions outside of the instance. So here is the place where we upload the CSV file. So I will add one here and see what happens. Okay, so now you can check if between the CSV files and the model files everything is matching. You don't care about the order, but at least you know. One thing super important, as soon as you're using datetime numbers, you need to configure them the right way in the CSV file, meaning that you need to have a JSON compatible format into your CSV file in order to make it work into the upload here. So I'm starting to upload. Now I'm going back to the data section and I'm checking my table, and you can see now that from my CSV file I successfully uploaded 3 rows. So I have a bunch of information, chain address, category, amounts, blah blah blah, and you also have the plugins data. So in order to make this clearer and able to query it back in your application, let's open the SQL and GraphQL editor. So this time we will use the GraphQL. I think it's the easiest one to check it out, but you can also use SQL if you want. Cool. So what you prefer, and you have the endpoint here for GraphQL. So if I'm clicking on a query here, you can see the information here, and you can also see the plugins data. And so now you can see that, okay, this action has been generated by this ENS domain name, and he has a very low score, 0 basically. But you can go to the next one. You can see that there is no ENS this time, but a very small score. And the last one is you can see that you have both an ENS, a score, and related to the stream itself and the transaction that I uploaded in my table. So yeah, I think it's very straightforward. As you can see, in a few clicks, without doing any code, you can basically get and combine multiple sources and data together. One thing also that there is in another video is the base event listener, enabling you to listen any smart contract and start recording them into a new table here. And the same way I did it, so combining with multiple different plugins, you can have various metadata there. You can also combine it with an API data source. So yeah, the possibilities are endless, but there is another video to check this out. Hope it was useful. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask us. And yeah, the next step will be the SDK, and it's going to be in another video. Thanks.